Hello, Energy On, and welcome to Business Energy Hack number 59. Great that you're here again. And what I would like to talk with you today is serious talk. So no fun today. So if you don't want to have any fun, then you just, stop watching the video right now. But maybe it's not fun, but it might be very important for you, because today I'm talking about an emotion that we probably all have, but we don't like having it, and that's why we're pushing it aside and are hoping that it's just going away from itself, because it came from alone, and so hopefully it also disappears. And normally it's like this, because an emotion is, as it says, E and motion. So it's something that is in motion and actually just flows right through your body. And it's supposed to be there like 90 seconds. But sometimes, and for no reason, or probably there are some reason, but they're not obvious, to some emotions we just hang on, because maybe they are so big, or we are surprised by it, or we just don't can cope with them at the moment, or we just think now we need to keep them. Yeah. Hello, Mrs. Labrosa. Great you're having on board. And so I'm talking about emotions right now. And that normally they rush through our body, they motion throughout of our body around 90 seconds. And after that, they are just gone. But unfortunately, very often we hang on to these emotions, because, we want to keep them, even if it's absurd, because sometimes there are even emotions we don't, they don't do us any good, but we still hang on, because for some reason we think we can't let them go, or we don't deserve being free of this emotion, or they're just so big that we just can't imagine that they just rush through us. And there are different emotions we can hang on, like anger, or even sorrow, grief, and there is one emotion that's kind of, from the energetic point of view, the deepest correct one, so the lowest vibrating vibration that exists, and this is guilt. And so I think, brought up in a Western lifestyle and education, it's quite obvious in a way you're already kind of born with guilt. Yeah, you're supposed to feel guilty about so many things. And if you're Catholic, then you're born, not born, but they say you're born like with this guilt from Adam and Eve and whatever. And these vibrations and these feelings that are kind of always reducing our energy. So even if you're meditating and trying to have more energy, it works for a certain time, but then we always fall back to these low vibrating frequencies and lower energies and emotion. So what personal energy management is about is that, surprise, you remove the cause why you're hanging on this emotion. So it's, from my perspective, it's not enough to let go, like the guilt, because because we are hanging on to it, we first need to remove the cause why we even felt guilty, right? And once we remove that, then you can let go the feelings, and especially with guilt, then it's connected with most of the time also being accused or accusing somebody else or even accusing yourself. And so also let go these accusations, and maybe it depends on the situation that you forgive yourself or somebody else. And then all over, you just let go this guilt. Most of the time it's, I have to be honest with you, most of the time it's not one thing, right? There are a couple of things where we are told to feel guilty, or we decided because it was so embarrassing for us that, wow, no, we really need to feel guilty. But of course we don't do this with our conscious mind. No, everything works in our subconsciousness. And that's why we can sometimes with mind working on your mindset doesn't solve the problem or the cause, but whereas with energy, if you remove the cause, then kind of this blockade is gone and the energy can flow freely again. So what I can only urge you that even the first step was that you create awareness. Do you feel guilty about something? And so it's the easiest thing is to just figure it out, is that you just connect with yourself and be honest with yourself and realize, there are some things I feel guilty about, or what I did or somebody did to me, whatever. And then you write them down, and then you can start working on them. But the first step is always being aware, and then you can find the cause, and then you release it. It's that easy. So if you want to try, if you realize you feel guilty and you want to work on it, you know where I am. Reach out to me, send me a DM, and we look into it together. You don't need to have this little energy and vibrate on low frequencies. No, life is much more fun with more energy. I can only tell you. So let go all these, low vibrating emotions, and then it's much easier to have more energy and more joy, and things go much more at ease. Looking forward to hearing from you. And let me know if what you wrote. You don't need to write down. You don't need to let me know what you feel guilty about it. But if you worked on it, and if you observed or were aware that there is some guilt in your life, great. Looking forward to your comments, and talk to you tomorrow. Energy on.